you on a dating app in New York? We already have features.
Get a hold of his roommate. His roommate isn't home, but his roommate is also not answering. So he's kind of like stuck outside of his apartment.
Like, too bad, babes. Hope you find your key. Good night.
She opens the door and walks out, and she sees that her entire living room is plasticked. And there is a set of power tools.
If I'm being honest, I don't know how y'all be going on dates from Hinge, Tinder, Bumble, all that. Because personally, I can't do it. I cannot link somebody I do not know. I cannot go on a date with somebody I do not know. I just can't. I don't even like linking you niggas now. Why the fuck would I go on an app and look for y'all? I just, ugh. Something about that screams catfish. Something about that screams murder. Something about that just... it does not scream happy ending. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Tiny. And if you're not new here, hey, welcome back. See the nails? Yeah.
Am I really that much? And breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really did know you.
So in today's video, we're going to be reacting to Hinge. My bad, y'all. My bad, chat. Let's backtrack. We're going to be reacting to Tinder and Hinge horror story dates. I have heard the app is gone, so I can no longer have to go through this bullshit. I think I found videos for more than one dating app, so if you want a part 2 to this video at this video, let me know when it'll get done. Period. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that post notification button so you can be notified every time I post a new video, because we're on our road to 100K. What are you talking about? Like, what?
Story time on why you should be really careful about who you're dating. So this is a true story, friend of a friend kind of thing. There was a young girl. She lived in New York City, and she was on a dating app and matched with this, young guy.
We're pausing it quick. First red flag. Why are you on a dating app in New York? We already have features. We already have relationship issues out here. I'm pretty sure we're known as the city that doesn't know how to fucking fall in love. Why are you on a dating app out here? You're more likely to meet somebody on the street who's not gonna kill you.
He seemed like a really great person. He had his stuff together, good job, lived local to the area. They talked for a few weeks. Everything was going really great. No red flags, all of that good stuff. He decides to ask her out one night, and they end up going to, she agrees, they end up going to this really nice restaurant. He pays, he's a gentleman, he's nice to wait staff. They wrap up the night, and they both go to their respective homes. And after she gets settled at her apartment, she gets a text from him saying that he lost his key, and he's trying to get a hold of his roommate. His roommate isn't home, but his roommate is also not answering. So he's kind of like stuck outside of his apartment. Just sort of like telling her that. And she just kind of figures, all right, I'll invite you over. So
I'd be like, too bad, babes. Hope you find your key. Good night. I'm not letting nobody I don't know into my house. Sorry. I watch too much documentaries. I watch too much unsolved crimes. I'm good. I don't even allow people I know into my crib. So let's be for real.
Maybe give him a little bit of time to figure out what's going on, either find his key or get in contact with his roommate. So he comes over to her apartment, and they have, a really nice chat. They sit on the couch. Finally, she decides that she's going to go to bed. She doesn't know why, but she goes into her own bedroom, which has a door, and she ends up locking it. And it's just one of those things that she felt like she needed to do, which I totally knew.
That was the Lord telling you to get that man out your house. That is your third sense, and you need to be listening to it. I don't know, because once I'm feeling away, I'm like, yep, that's God talking to me, and let me listen to him.
People in your space, sometimes it's nice to just be extra cautious. So she goes to her bedroom, she locks the door, and he's sleeping on the couch. Around 3 a.m, she wakes up to a knocking on her door. It's her date, and he asks her if she has a cell phone charger because his cell phone is dead and he needs to charge it. This is the part where it gets like really crazy. So she tells him that she has one and it's on the kitchen counter. And she just tells him this through the door. She doesn't get up. She doesn't unlock the door. She doesn't go and find it for him. And I'm thinking to myself, if this was me, I would totally get up and grab it for the person and give it to them and then be like, all right, anything else? Good night. He says thank you. He goes, he grabs the charger, whatever. She doesn't know. She just goes right back to sleep. A few minutes later, he knocks on the door again. He said it's not working. And does she have one in her room?
No. I don't. Go to hell.
At this point, she's thinking that there's something up. She decides to call the police, which, once again, good for you, girl, for having the instinct to connect with the police. The police show up to the apartment. They knock on the door. She hears some commotion going on. And then she gets a knock on her bedroom door, because mind you, she hasn't come out this entire time. And it's a police officer. And he said, we've cleared the apartment. We have him in custody. We really need you to come out of your room so you can take a look at your apartment. She opens the door and walks out. And she sees that her entire living room is plasticked. And there is a set of power tools sitting on the floor. This girl, because of her instinct to not open the door to a weird request for a phone charger in the middle of the night, saved her. Before you decide to take someone home or let them stay at your place, think twice about it.
God don't play about her. The Lord do not play about her. Listen, I'm a firm believer of listen to your intuition. Every time I get a bad feeling, I'm always correct about that bad feeling. I can get in a car with somebody. As soon as I get in a car to Volvo, I get up the fucking car. I don't stay. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't know. I say, listen to your gut. I'd rather listen to my gut and look crazy than don't listen to it and be dead. Baby girl.
I almost got murdered today, and this is what happened. I matched with this guy on Bumble. We talk, exchange a few messages back and forth, and then we switch to WhatsApp. We decided to go on a date, so he planned one for today. When I asked him to send me what bar we're going to, he sent me a postcode, and he was like, meet here. So I googled the postcode, and I put on maps, and it was flats. There was a residential street, so I was like, what is this? I don't want to meet here, can we just meet at the bar? No, he was like, no, just meet me here, we can walk together. And I was like, can I just please meet you at the bar? And again, he was just like, just meet me here. Obviously, I was still going to go to the bar. He eventually told me the bar's name. And I am coming, I was supposed to be in the office today, so I would have been coming from wherever my office is. And he chose a place that's like an hour away by tube. And it's a Tuesday, so I didn't really want to do that. I was like, that's too far. I don't want to be back late and then end up having to take a really expensive Uber back to my house. And he was like, it's not far at all. Just walk across the bridge and then you can tube. It's one stop, which it wasn't. It would still take me about an hour to get there. So I was like, no, can we just meet somewhere in the middle so that we can both travel? It's not just I don't know. It's because he lives in that area that he wanted to do that he chose the bar in. He was adamant on not changing the location. And he was just like, why are you making such a big deal out of it? It's not a big deal. The Uber's not expensive. He looked up the price. And he was like, it's only £15, which it would not be because from my house to the bar by Uber would be probably £30, especially late at night. But there was a bit of back and forth, and then I was like, okay, you know what? Let's just reschedule.
How aggressive he was about it would have threw me off, and I wasn't going on no date. Because now you're giving me the vibes. If I don't do what you tell me to do, you're gonna uppercut me. And I don't want to get uppercutted. I don't know. I don't link anybody once I peep, they get aggressive and they don't get what they want. Because how do you think that's when they would get in person? You think it's just going to get better once you're in their face? No, it's not.
For a different day because this is obviously not working, and now we're just in a bit of a fight, so it's just weird and awkward, and maybe we shouldn't even go on a date. I didn't say that part. But anyways, he was like, well, I can't now because I've had to put my credit card down, and they're gonna charge me if I cancel the reservation because it's less than 24 hours. I went onto the website of the bar and I clicked reserve a table. You did not have to put your credit card down. I could easily fill out, you just have to fill out your name, and that's it. And something told me to reverse image search his pictures, and I used this website. It's called facecheck.id, and it basically is like reverse image search for social profiles and stuff. I put his picture in there, and it comes up with this like fitness gym model based in Germany. I live in London.
This reminds me of the time, like a little fresh out of my breakup. This man was texting me on Snapchat. First red flag. He was texting me on Snapchat. I wasn't feeling it. I'm in my hating niggas era. Not gonna lie, wasn't feeling it. I didn't even want to talk to him. Send me pictures. He looked good. Don't get me wrong. Fine man. Too fine. Too fine. Too fine for Snapchat. Feel me? So I'm like, yeah. I'm texting him. I'm entertaining it because I be bored. And I'm just like, this cannot be a real person. I'm sorry. He asked for my number. He called me. I started putting two and two together. I watch Catfish, okay? He called me, and I'm like, all right, maybe his voice matched his face. Not really, kind of, sort of, not really, but all right. Maybe his voice kind of matched his face. Okay. Something's still throwing me off, though. Something's still throwing me off. He texts me on iMessage, the bubble green, but when the pictures he's sending me, he's holding an iPhone. So I'm like, why your bubbles is green if the picture's got an iPhone in it? He like, oh, what he said? He was like, oh, this is my business phone. Da-da-da. I'm like, business, bitch. I'm not business. Days passing. He ended up blocking me like 3 times. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I only text him if he texted me. There was no me texting him first, so I didn't care. But there was a day he texted me again. He unblocked me and texted me because he blocked me. And I was just like, send me a picture of you holding up 3 fingers. He was like, I got you when I get in the crib. I'm like, nah, send me a picture of you holding up 3 fingers. Because something about you stole me off. And I never saved any of his pictures to image reversing on Google because I didn't give a fuck. But I really wanted to prove he wasn't real. I don't know. I just wanted to prove it. I ain't gonna talk to my own damn. I just wanted to prove this nigga was not real. Like, I do when I get home. I'm like, nigga, you could be saying that whole time you looking for a picture that nigga you been sending me holding up 3 fingers. He blocked me. And that's how I figured out that was a catfish.
So I was like, okay. And it had a completely different name. And all the pictures that were on his profile were taken from that person's profile. So at that point, I was like, okay, what the hell? So he wanted to meet me at this random postcode, not the bar. Random postcode, looked like a residential street. I'm assuming it was his place. He was adamant on not changing the location. He specifically wanted to meet there, and he would not meet me halfway. He lied about the credit card, putting it down. And then he's not even real. So I don't know what the intention was. I don't know what would have happened if I went. And it's supposed to be in a few hours. So I obviously have not done anything. I screenshotted the profile, the fitness model's Instagram, and I sent it to him. But now I'm really scared, actually. So I reported him on Bumble. I'm going to block him on WhatsApp before he even responds. Because I don't know what would have happened, but everything is just like alarm bells. And there, I'm pretty sure that would have been the last day that I was seen alive. So yeah, that is how I almost got killed.
Yeah, see, no. Why do y'all catfish people? I don't understand that because I feel like at one point, how are you going to be able to keep up this facade? Like, even when that nigga text me, I'm just like, this nigga's not real. Like, the pictures look edited. The pictures gave Instagram model. And I'm a fine bitch. But I know when something is just, I don't date 2 fine niggas. You can't be better looking than me because then you're going to think you're that bitch. That'd have been the first red flag. Sorry to say.
So there's certain places you find love, and most times a dating app ain't it. Not everybody's meant to be on a dating app. Some people ain't meant to be dating.
He a little cute.
At fucking all. This is the reason I'll personally never going on a dating app ever again. So I met this girl on Hinge. She was in law school. She had tattoos. She had a cool contrast vibe to her. Now, this was the first red flag I should have clocked immediately. We had been talking for a month. Mother's Day rolls around. I'm on Instagram, normal, scrolling through, seeing all the moms or whatever. I see her story, and I start clicking through. I'm like, she posted a lot of pictures with this baby. Who the hell is it? Oh, shit. Did not even mention she had a kid. So I swipe up on the stories like, Happy Mother's Day, I guess. To which she responds, oh my God, I'm sorry, I didn't want to tell you because, like to keep things private, whatever, blah, blah. I'm an understanding person, I get it. Not everything is supposed to be everyone's business, right? Especially when it comes to kids and shit. And I don't want to be, an asshole and drop her just because she got a kid. So it's all good.
I don't think it's dropping her because she got a kid. I just feel like, yeah, I understand when there's a way to tell somebody you got a kid. Make sure, see how you're filling them out. But I just feel like, how much time can you let go pass without letting me know you got a kid? I'd rather you let me know right then and there so I can decide if I still want to mess with somebody who got a kid, rather than me vibe with you, fuck with you, liking you, and finding out you got a kid 3, 4, 5 months later. What the fuck? Now I feel a little like, what? I personally wouldn't date nobody with a kid just because I don't like drama and I'm not dealing with nobody baby mother.
Let that slide. She would constantly tell me that her family members didn't like her. Now I'm being understanding. I'm trying to be, play devil's advocate by saying like, you just misunderstood my fucking dumbass. She literally told me one day her mom called her the devil. And I didn't heed that fucking warning. We kept talking. At this point, we've been talking for like 2.5 months. She comes down. She used to live up in North Cali. She came down to visit me for a weekend. No complaints. She was cool as fuck. Like, I didn't have no complaints whatsoever. The problems didn't start, really, for me until after, when she left. She started having issues with things she didn't even have issues with that really had no business being issues. Started arguments all the time. I'm not an argument person. I tell people up front, hey baby, I don't do arguments. That's my thing. I don't argue. We could talk out things. We're adults, whatever. She started crossing that boundary. There was a point where I was like, you know what? This is getting too much. Let's just end things. I say it respectfully. I'm like, let's just end things. I want you to go find whatever makes you happy, whatever, blah, blah. This woman who lives up in the Bay, I live in LA. She immediately left her job and drove from the Bay down to LA. What should have been a 6 to 7 hour drive, she made 3 to 4 and showed up at my crib proud of the record breaking fucking speed that she went. My dumbass, I let her in. I tell her, I'm like, look, you gonna need some therapy if this is gonna work. You clearly got some baggage you're dealing with. I understand. We all got it. But you're gonna need some therapy. To which she looked me in the face and she was like, I'm gonna go to therapy. I know I got problems, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, cool. We squash it. Boom. Later on that same week, other issues arise. She started doing the same shit. I cut it off again. Right? This time, it really hit me like in the middle of the night. So I sent her a text at like 3 a.m. being like, you know what? I don't want to do this. Like whatever, blah, blah. Like, and I was really standing firm. I was standing on business. I don't want to do this no more. It's becoming too much. I sent the text, put my phone down. I went to sleep. Boom, out. I woke up the next morning to paragraphs of her going off on me, her DMing random women that I probably followed recently, asking how they know me. She threatening to...
Oh no, babe. You gotta get a restraining order. That's a psychopath. That's a psychopath. It hasn't even been a month. That's a psychopath. Oh, it has been. He did say that. Run. I'm scared for you. Run. What? Some people got really anxious attachment styles. That shit is more than anxious. I don't even got a word for that. That's scary.
Heavy on the... I'm like, what the fuck? So I literally had to hit up her family members being like, yo, your sister wildin'. I don't know if you know, but she's saying this. I don't know if she's serious or not. She's saying she gon', you know what I'm saying? So I never spoken to her family before. Her family said, the best advice we can give you is to run, nigga. Wait, hold on. What do you mean? What do you mean? One of them said something is actually clinically wrong with her. You need to run. All right, bet, cool. Don't reply to none of her texts. block her number at this point. Probably, I don't even remember. I just was trying to get away from all that energy she was trying to put onto me. I get a call from one of her family members. They said, hey, you live in LA, right? Yes. I think
My camera done died in the middle of the video, but let's get back into the video, shall we? Yes, we should.
family members is like, look, you don't owe her nothing. When she pulls up, you don't have to let her in. You don't got to do nothing. Best thing for you to do is just stay in your crib. I'm like, is she the fucking Punisher? What the fuck? Her other family members saying you need to have some people with you. You need to have backup with you just in case. What the fuck is happening? She pulls up. I go outside. She in her car. Just lean the seat back, just watching in the dark. And I'm like, bitch, I can see you. Let her into my lobby. I give her a pat down. Make sure she ain't got no weapons.
Why in tarnation did you let her? I would have been peeking from behind the blinds, trying to make sure she don't see me. She is crazy. She obviously does not care. And she obviously don't think she got shit to lose. So why did you think doing a pat down is enough for a crazy person? A crazy person can kill you with their bare hands. No weapons needed.
Shit on her. Then I sit with her, have a conversation with her. Eventually, got her to calm down, sent her on her way, whatever, right? She gets back up to the bay. I don't know what she does up there, but starts causing havoc to her family members because she got the idea that her family members been talking to me. Now, all of a sudden, her uncle, who's in prison, is calling my phone out of nowhere, asking me what the fuck is going on. I'm like, how the fuck did you get my number? So I'm like, sir, I'll tell you everything. I was on the phone with that nigga. Every 5 minutes, we heard, doot, doot, doot. Please add more coins for the call to continue or some shit like that. It was like real like that. After I got through telling him everything, he was just like, all this nigga said, he was just, oh nah, I gotta talk to her. I gotta talk to her. Her sister sent me.
No, she needs to be put in jail with you. She does not need to be roaming the streets. She needs jail. Expeditiously, babe. She needs to under the jail, maybe. I don't even think putting her inside the jail is enough. Under it.
In text, when she got back up to the bay, this girl punched a hole through her sister's door just off the idea that her sister might have played a part in me not speaking to her no more. Basically, I had to distance myself completely. I like to think the point of this whole thing was I avoided being a stepdaddy.
Off Hinge. Don't get Hinge. Don't get Twitter. Don't get Bumble. Don't get blackpeoplemeet.com. Don't get christianpeoplemeet.com. Don't get none of them. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Leave in the comments would you go on a date from Hinge, Tinder, any of the dating apps. I personally wouldn't because I'm paranoid. I always think somebody's out to kidnap me or kill me, so I just wouldn't do it. I'd rather meet somebody outside. I'd rather meet you in person. Meeting somebody off of social media is enough. We don't need an app literally made for it. I'm sorry. I feel like those are the best apps where people can hide the serial killers. Yeah. And I don't need that negativity in my life. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that post notification button so you can be notified every time I post a new video. You can leave in the comments what you want me to react to next, and I will get it done. My social media will be in the description and on the screen, so you can always tag me on Instagram or TikTok in a video you would like me to react to. Period. And I will see y'all next video. Bye.
Yeah, do you like it, boy? Want, what you want. Give it to me, baby, like boom, boom, boom. What I want is what you want, nah, nah.